So when we're given an example where you draw the picture and it results in a right triangle, we're going to use Pythagorean theorem to solve for the missing side. So in this problem, we're told a cable is to be attached to support a telephone pole, and because of surrounding buildings, sidewalks, and roadways, the cable must be anchored exactly 15 feet from the base of the pole. Telephone company workers use 28 feet of cable to connect the pole and the stake on the ground. How high from the base of the pole can the wire be attached? So we need to draw this picture and see what's going on. So in this picture, we have a pole. I'm going to label it as such. We also have the ground. I'm going to label it as such. Let me erase that little mark that I made down there. Now, we also have the wire. So this is the picture of what's going on. Now, as we start to fill in these values, it's important that we fill them in the right place. Now, we're told the cable must be anchored 15 feet from the base of the pole. Now, the base of the pole is right there. So I know that my 15 feet is either there or there. Now, there are a couple of keywords to tell me which of those is the correct one. One keyword is anchored. The fact that it's anchored is typically into the ground. Other keywords are that because of surrounding buildings, sidewalks, and roadways, which those are all things in the ground, the other thing that helps me out is I know where my variable should be. My variable is asking for the height. So I know my variable should be the height, and I know that the 15 should be my distance over here. And I'm told that 28 feet is the amount of cable or wire that I have. So if I go ahead and pull these numbers out, just so that it's a little bit less messy of a picture, I've got H, 15, 28. Once I have a triangle drawn from the information given, I can use the Pythagorean theorem, which says leg squared plus leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. We can subtract the 15 squared to the other side, and then take the square root in order to solve for h. At which point we can go ahead and use our calculator. So we can take the square root of 28 squared minus 15 squared and get an answer of about 23.6 feet. And like with any word problem, we want to say, hey, does this make sense? And so if we look back to our picture and say about 23 or 24 feet up, well, that makes sense because if we were any higher than 28 feet, our cable or our wire wouldn't even reach the ground. So we know that we're less than 28 feet off the ground. Now, we also know that if this was too short, it wouldn't even be tight. So a 23.6 foot high tie off here does seem to make sense.